Hello everyone, this video will tell you everything about the update 2.7 and Devil's Trade event that is coming alongside with it. Let's go over it. This event will start on March 18th and will last until June 10th, making it 84 days long. And this update is focused on tracking, scouting, and fire. Let's go straight into it. We are getting a brand new AI, the Firebreather. This is a stronger grunt that spits fire at you. It has a long range attack like Flamethrower, and if you don't kill it quickly, you will lose your bars. Similar to Emulator, if you use slash or stab to kill it, Firebreather will burst into fire. Easiest way to get rid of him is to just headshot him from distance, in my opinion. The biggest game changer this update is that the supply points and extraction points are hidden on the map by default. At the start of the game, you can only see 2 scout towers. Inside the scout tower, you can interact with a scout map that reveals all these hidden extractions, supply points, and sealed horde. There is another way to reveal extractions, and that is by walking up to them, picking up a bounty token, banishing the boss, or using the chariot card. In the scout tower, you can also find 2 brand new tarot cards, custom ammo, trades, weapons, boons, so it's definitely worth going there, but probably expect a bunch of traps there. The brand new tarot cards are called the High Priestess, which shows you the direction to the closest enemy hunter, and this will also show on the compass. If there is nobody left on the server, the card simply won't point to anyone. Now honestly, the best use of this is to, when you approach a compound, you use it, and then you can actually use it to wallbang people behind walls. As you can see, the tracking on the compass is pretty accurate, so you can wallbang enemies. The second card is called Pathfinder. Upon using, for 30 seconds, you can see taken clues on your map. This reveals where people spawned and what clues they taken. Yes, it even shows your clues, so don't get confused, but on the start of the game, this is pretty nice to know where is everyone. Along the scout towers, another big point of interest is a burned convoy. This is a new, big supply point with a unique loot. You can either discover it by using the scouting map or seeing the smoke from the distance because it emits in the sky. Here you can find tarot cards, scarce weapons, boons, ammo, catalyst trait, and a brand new trait, All Ears. This trait can also spawn in scout towers. So what does this trait do? Let's take a look at it. You can buy it for 2 pledge marks, and it allows you to hear enemy steps better in dark side. So if you go to dark side and you face the direction of enemy, it enhances their sound by a lot. Here I did some testing on shooting range with no other audio around me. And you can see I can hear up to 200 meters of hunters running. That is further than dark side boost. It also enhances walking and crouching. But other player sounds like reloading, I don't think it has any effect. This should be purely based on the steps. Now let's go over gunplay changes. Compact ammo gets slightly better penetration, so when shooting through one layer of wood, you will only lose 25% of damage instead of 30% of damage. But FMG ammo remains unchanged. The second change is that you can penetrate a bit thicker walls with base compact ammo. There is no other penetration changes. Nothing too big, but maybe you will get more consistent 2 taps through some thin wooden walls. Next is Veteli Cyclone nerf. Now the base damage dropped from 124 to 120, making it no longer possible to kill a player with 2 leg shots, but it can still 2-shot hunter 2 arms, for example. Recoil also got increased from 6 to 7, and reserve ammo dropped from 20 to 16. I like these changes a lot, but what I don't like is the next upcoming long ammo buffs. Mako 1895 got a massive buff. The cycle time dropped from 1.6 seconds to 1.35 seconds, and with Iron Eye, it dropped from 1.5 to 1.3. The reload time also got reduced from 13 to 11 seconds, so I think we will see this weapon way more often. Then we get another bear tier buff, and the fire rate is going from 2.1 second to 1.7 second cycle time. You still have a lot of recoil, but the fire rate is quite fast. And Lebel is getting damage increase from 132 to 135. It's surprising seeing long ammo weapons buffed, but we will see how it plays. Maybe it's just to fight against the most in meta. Nice change is made to Romero Alamo. That's getting reduced reload speed from 18 seconds to 14 seconds. Nothing too big, but you can definitely feel it. And Haymaker is also getting faster reload speed, going from 22 seconds to 18 seconds. This will make it way better to use. Flame Rifle is getting a nice buff. The single barrage will now last around 2 seconds instead of 1.5 seconds. Also, increase the max oil ammo to allow for longer barrage, but the damage against targets and brutes got reduced. And you can also interrupt the pumping animation. I don't have any footage of this, but it basically means if you click once with the flamethrower, it's gonna last a bit longer and deal a bit more damage. And we are finally getting moving targets on shooting range. Those can be activated by interacting with this, and it will spawn multiple hunter bots running from point A to the point B. They are invincible and do not react to the players, but it's a great addition how to practice leading in the game. Let's go over gameplay changes. There is now 250 meter minimum radius between normal supply points to prevent them from spawning too close to each other. This will not affect the special event supplies like the burn convoy, but more space between supply points is nice. This one is a big one. All trades found in the world will disappear after its first use. If you find a trade for free in the world, or dropped from mid-head and pick it up, a 90-second timer will start, and once it reaches 0, the trade will disappear. Don't worry, the sealed trades for pledge marks will always stay. You will also see them spawn less in the map. Now, killing meatheads or brutes will guarantee a trade drop. The pool of possible trades you can get also has been expanded, and the overall value for trades got increased. So now you will find more expensive trades more often. And also with this, you can now see the trades in dark side. Some of the older tarot cards are also getting buffed. The Sun card effect duration goes from 60 seconds to 90 seconds. Magician card now triggers red clue effect and red boss target whispers when used. This didn't used to work before. The world card now gives you 1 clue reward per boss target, so if you have conduit, there is 2 bosses and you use the card, you get conduit for 2 clues, and also all the other rewards. And the tower card instantly kills wild targets and deals extra damage to the boss targets. One of the best changes in this update is the expansion of the tracking and hunting elements. Now there will be more clues if hunters been in the location or not. Envelopes will now remain open after interaction. Barrels will now leave remains when they explode. Dogs and chickens remain dead in their cages. Birds and ducks leave feathers upon takeoff, and if you kill them, they're gonna leave the corpse behind. Trades that disappear will leave a scorch mark on the floor, and doors will now stay fully closed by default, but once you open them, they will never go back to the closed state. This is a big one. Medkits now drop bloody rags when used by players. Handler and blood bonds pouches look better, sound better, and will be open if taken by a player. And last, there are now breakable fences if you vault them. They will leave evidence that they've been vaulted before. Let's go over some AI changes. A big change is that if AI catches on fire, they can also put you on fire. Similar how it works when you get too close to your burning partner. This might be annoying, but it can help you to fight groups of grunts easier, because they're gonna burn each other. Also, Immolator's melee attack will now deal charcoal damage, even though when he's not on fire, so be careful. Poison ammo got buffed against AI, dealing more damage against bears, meatheads, hellhounds, water devils, and immolators. You still cannot kill Immolator with one shot, but 2 or 3 might kill it already. Bears and meatheads are now more resistant to arrows and bolts, and Hellborn is more resistant to explosives, but weaker to water bottles. And also he's guaranteed to drop either Death Cheat, Relentless, Rampage, or Remedy when killed, so no more Necromancer from Hellborn. All monsters also received a new idle animation to make them feel more alive. Here are some examples. Some of them look cool, some are a bit more goofy, but probably it's something we will get used to very fast. We got the big UI improvements. Now you can create a lobby code that you can share with your friends to join your lobby. So PlayStation and Xbox players can group together, same as Steam players and Windows Store players. But obviously you still cannot invite PC to console or vice versa. We also have a better skin selection, so instead of going to the another menu, you can just press these arrows to cycle through the skins that you own. If you don't own any skin, you will be not able to switch or see these arrows. Big change is done to the hunter roster. The devs remove the hunter detail screen that you will get if you double click the hunter, So now, the hunter selection and your loadout screen is merged together. This is how it used to be in the past, except instead of the hunter names, now we have squares to choose from. Personally, I don't find this visually appealing, but if you think about it, it makes equipping your hunter a bit faster. There are some audio changes. Running on coal sounds a bit more realistic, Spider has new sound for the bounce attacks, and the volume of footsteps when hunter is above or below is louder. Equipping and unequipping Dark Dynamite Satchel is quieter, and there is some other small changes to make the audio between loading screen and the mission smoother. We're getting many new badges for the player profile. Those are custom ammo badges, scarce weapons badges, and weapons variants like bayonets, maces, apertures, and precisions. Also, the incorrect tracking of some badges should be fixed, and the longest kill distance no longer counts trap kills. But I'm not sure if people that got those are gonna have the stat reset or not. We will have to see. Orogoro compound got some changes in the mine entrance, removing the big sliding door, and instead there is a small window and a door. And in the second floor in the boss lair, one silo got removed for better movement. There are some other small changes in the mine entrance, and some bug fixes all around the map. Of course, we are getting new Battlepass, which rewards will be shown on the screen, and personally I'm not big of fan of these skin themes, but there are some nice, fun inspect animations. Now, this is pretty much it for this update, and if you think I missed something, well, it's very possible, but you will have to wait a bit longer. This event is 84 days after all. Now, enjoy the Battle Pass showcase.